Hello friends, Koolio here, and welcome back to the channel. Today guys, we're going to be checking out EVERSOUL for three main reasons. One, I've actually never covered this game on the channel, and like I said in my previous video I posted a couple days ago, I'm kind of doing a backlog of a couple of different gacha games I've never covered on the channel, and I figured this would be a really good time with the new year. Good time to check out new games or old games I haven't played. Second, they have a special first anniversary event going on right now, so if you have been thinking about playing this game, this is a really good time to jump in and play it. And I'll let you guys know a little bit more of those details down the line. The third thing, the final thing, is right now they've got a brand new character they just added into the game. Well, technically they added her in like 4 days ago. This is Eve, a demon angel girl who looks really cool. All right, now I gotta let you guys know we're not gonna be doing summons in this specific video. I usually like to do summons at the end of like my first impression videos and stuff like that. But we're not gonna do that for this video because I have a lot of summoning tickets and free premium currency in this game to do lots of summons. So if you guys are interested, I am going to be doing a summoning video probably tomorrow. So keep an eye out for that. But let's go ahead. Let's jump in. Let's play some EVERSOUL. Now, if you guys have never played this game before, like I said, this is the first year anniversary. Great time to jump into it if you're thinking about it. But this is basically like the perfect combination of an idle RPG and a gacha RPG. And you're probably thinking like, that's basically the same thing. Well, sort of. When it comes to a lot of like idle RPG games, they kind of lack a lot of certain like story elements and things like that. And this game has a lot of story in it, a lot of event stories and a lot of character stories and stuff like that, which I think is fantastic. A lot of idle RPG games, they kind of lack in that kind of sense. The other thing too is this game is more focused on like the character development in this game. It is pretty similar to a lot of other idle RPG games, but when it comes to the actual combat, the actual gameplay, there are some major differences. And the first one is the ultimate abilities in this game. They look, holy crap, they look so good. Okay, now in a lot of idle RPG games, you've got like your basic attack, your passive, and then most likely like an ultimate, maybe like one active ability that doesn't really have any kind of special animation. This game goes above and beyond when it comes to the animations for their characters. And I have to say, the characters in this game look so good. They're probably some of my favorite gacha characters I've seen in the game. They look so good. They're super clean, well animated, and man, the abilities in this game look so good. So that's the basic gameplay. When you're going from stage to stage, it's auto combat. Your characters attack their characters. You've got synergies between all the different types of heroes in this game, depending on what you have on your team. We'll also set up basically like the bonuses, like HP increases, attack increases, stuff like that. So let's go ahead. We're going to head back, and I want to talk a little bit more about the animations, the ultimate skills and abilities that these characters have, because that's kind of the part of the game that really drew me in. Now, like I said, I love the character designs. I think the characters in this game look so good. They've also got the whole, you can zoom in and see what the characters look like type of thing, both for 3D and 2D character designs. They look great. A lot of the characters too, actually, basically all of the characters in this game have additional cosmetics, costumes they can equip. A lot of the characters have free ones that you can unlock once you've completed your final love story ending, which you guys have watched previous videos here on the channel. I'm not the biggest fan when it comes to like the waifu love story stuff that kind of happens in these games, but I do like the fact that when you've completed them, they give you these additional cosmetics. And I love games with additional cosmetics, especially ones that you can get for free. In this game, they gave me a lot of cosmetics completely for free. And one of the ones, for a special event going on right now, the Eden's Got Talent costume event. I think you just have to complete maybe like a couple of storylines, and they're not even like combat related. You just kind of like watch through them, and you get 3 free cosmetics for a bunch of characters, and they look so good. They look absolutely fantastic. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the animations that I was talking about, the skill abilities for these characters. So one of the things I really appreciate when you take a look at a character, you don't even have to click on these abilities to basically know what they are. This is a poison. This is a crowd control. This is an area debuff type thing. You can go through and basically understand like what these abilities are based off of the icons alone, which I think looks really great. Single target, multiple DPS target, area of effect ability. This is a buff. This is a debuff. I love that. It's a really quick way to take a look at a character and understand what their abilities are. Now, when it comes to most of the characters, basically only epic characters and up, they've got all these additional abilities that they have, but the two ones I want to focus on is the main ability and then the ultimate abilities for the characters. Now, with most idle RPG games, your character will basically have just like one sort of ultimate ability that they'll activate, and that one ultimate ability may have some kind of special animation behind it. This game, however, has made a special ability for the main ability, which is this one right here. So I'll go ahead and oh, I got to turn on the camera for all. You want it for all. If you want to see all the abilities, make sure to change it to all. So here we go. This is the main attack ability, Glacial Shower, okay? This animation alone would be considered an ultimate attack animation in basically any other gacha game. But that's not her ultimate attack, okay? That's just her main activated ability. Now, the ultimate attack, granted, not every character can use their ultimate attack within a specific combat scenario. You've got this ultimate bar here down at the bottom. Once it increases, you can choose one of your characters to activate their specific ultimate ability. There's also, when you're in auto, you can go through and activate, you can go up and set up like which characters you want to have them activate their ultimate ability in a specific row of, of succession. And that's usually when it comes to like raid bosses and stuff, like really high-end bosses. But now I'm going to show you what the ultimate ability actually looks like. So just take a look at this. Ice Dragon's Howling Fury. Yeah, that's the ultimate ability, which is crazy to me, you guys. It looks really, really good. So let's go ahead. Let's retreat from battle. And I love that. That was like the first thing in the game that like really drew me into the game, was the fact that the developers like went above and beyond and basically gave 2 ultimate animated abilities for almost every single character in the game, which is absolutely crazy. And a lot of the time too, when you're going through and you're looking at these characters and stuff, if you have a specific cosmetic equipped onto a character, that cosmetic also will show up in the within their ultimate ability as well. So let's see if it'll actually show up for the Revenger of the Full Moon. I am not sure if like you have to have it unlocked to be able to show it on the test. We'll see. I was kind of doing a little bit of testing here and there to check out some of the different cosmetics in the game. Okay, so she's got her cosmetic attached. So let's go ahead and use her ultimate ability. And she actually has her ultimate ability equipped. Oh, sorry. I need to turn on the camera. You have to turn it on all or else you're not going to see it. Here we go. So yes, there you go. Ultimate ability activated. I love it. I think that looks great. That was, like I said, the first thing that really drew me into the game was the fact that most characters have 2 ultimate attacks, sort of. They're not really ultimate abilities for their main attacks, but they have actual 3D animated abilities that look like ultimate attacks that you would see in basically any other gacha game. So props to the developers of the game. Love that. I think it looks fantastic. Again, I think the characters look really, really good. I'm not going to really kind of go over and cover sort of all of the different progression and stuff that you see. If you've played any other idle RPG game, this is going to look really familiar. You get your resources. There's a camp that like automatically attacks when you're, not playing the game, that gives you resources that you can use. Once you hit certain thresholds, you level up your abilities. Keepsakes, these are items that you can equip onto your character. The higher the rarity of the item, the more powerful they are. For Lindsay right now, she has my highest set of keepsakes. One thing I do think is really cool is this sort of artifact system. There's a summoning pool that you can use to summon for specific artifacts. And if you get the artifact specifically for that character, it will unlock an additional buff to the character, a specific artifact skill that actually goes further and enhances them. So I think if you go to the skills, if you click on the skills and stuff, you can actually see the artifact skill down here at the bottom, and you can see kind of how that increases one of her special abilities. So as an effect of days, that increases the attack by 0.5%. So you definitely want to get the specific artifact for that character. And I have noticed getting these artifacts is very, very easy. It's not hard like you see in other games. It's very easy to get the specific artifact that you need for your character, because when you go in and do the actual summoning, there's a wish list. You click on the wish list and you're basically guaranteed to maybe get 1, 2, maybe even 3 copies of that specific, of that one specific artifact. Now, the one other thing I want to kind of jump into and talk about is right now, if you actually head on over, that's not where I actually wanted to go to. I wanted to go to the quest. If you're going in and you're jumping and you're playing the game for the first time, right now for the first anniversary event, this is a perfect time to jump in because you're going to be getting a lot of rewards. Specifically, if you come in and do at least all of your daily activities, they have a special bingo event going on right now. I'll go ahead and show you guys where that is. First anniversary bonus bingo. Okay, you click on that. Here it is. They've, like I said, they have a lot of events going on. They've got your first anniversary attendance events, Chloe's Strange Dream, New Year's celebration events, first anniversary dimensional labyrinth triple, and the first anniversary bonus bingo. So we're gonna head and go open 4 of these. Once you've connected them, you'll get rewards at the very end, but you also get rewards that you just saw right there from unlocking these specific nodes. And like I just showed, I only used 4 of these, and that's because I did like 1 battle. But once you've completed your daily quest, you're gonna be unlocking this pretty darn quickly. I've only been playing the game for like 2, maybe 3 days at most. I've got 16,000 of the free premium currency in the game, which I think is like maybe 70, 80 summons in the summoning pool. So I'm definitely gonna be doing a lot of summons tomorrow. We're gonna be using all of them just to try to get Eve. I'm also gonna be going through and doing a whole bunch of the normal ones because I've got almost 40 for those too, which is pretty crazy. I've only spent like $1 on this game, and I've got the paid currency. I'm not a big fan of the paid free split in any kind of gacha game. If they've got a paid free split thing, not a big fan of that. I am not. The other thing I want to talk about too is like the game does look really, really good. But if you're jumping into the game on like your phone specifically, I'm playing this obviously through like BlueStacks. But on my phone, I've got a pretty beefy phone. It's not super crazy, but I think it's pretty good. If you set the settings to the maximum, your phone gets overheated so bad. They will give you a warning telling you, hey, listen up. This is going to overheat your phone if you set the settings to this. And they are 100% correct. Like it makes the phone very, very uncomfortable to hold in your hand. I have it set to like medium and it still gets a little bit warm. I don't know if that's like an optimization type thing or maybe it is something dealing with my specific phone, but let's go ahead. I'm gonna just jump in. The combat in this game, you're gonna see this a lot in a lot of other, you know, the idle RPG gacha stuff. But after this specific combat, I want to show you some of like the main skills a lot of these characters have because they look great. That looks like it would be an ultimate ability, but it's not. It's just the main skill activated ability. Now, I talked about at the beginning of the video how this game is different than a lot of the other idle RPGs because there's certain aspects of this game that they actually kind of go a little bit above and beyond that you would see in an idle RPG, specifically when it comes to the story elements of this game. And I'm going to jump into and show you kind of what that looks like here in just a second once we complete this battle. By the way, she's my favorite. She looks so good. But there is a weird graphical glitch with her wings on my phone. Playing on BlueStacks, there's not. Her wings look just fine. But on my phone, they flicker really crazy, like a really weird glitch effect. So I don't know if they're going to be able to fix that. Let's see whose ultimate ability. Oh, I already have it set up. So auto ultimate ability. This is a really strong auto AoE attack. So she just does an insane amount of damage. Boom. There we go. Ninja strike. Yeah. Look at all my characters go. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just kind of skip forward once we get past this like specific battle. I have a time, they have like free 3 times speed really, really quick into the game. I will say too, like when it came to the game, it did take me a little bit of time to kind of really get into it. I downloaded the game like 1 or 2 times prior, like the last year or so, but it wasn't until like this 3rd time really kind of sticking with it specifically for this video that I actually decided like, all right, let's actually play this game. Let's get into it. Let's see how good it is. I've been really enjoying it so far. Definitely think it's worth it. And I'm going to show you one of my favorite aspects of this game, which makes it stand out of any of the other idle RPG games that you're going to see out there, using all of my ultimate abilities. If you don't want the ultimate abilities to go off, you can turn off the camera, and you'll probably get through the battles a lot quicker than I am right now because all the ultimate abilities, all the main activated abilities are being used, not the ultimate abilities. Also, the characters all have their own victory animations too, which is absolutely insane. So let's go ahead and head back to the main screen real quick, and I'll show you. If you head up here to the top, you go to the archive, there's just a whole bunch of story stuff that you can play through. Just an insane amount. If you missed a prior event, you can go through and play through the story of that prior event. Now, it doesn't look like you can get any kind of specific rewards that happened with that prior event, but if you want, you can go through and actually experience the story, and a lot of time it's just basic kind of cutscenes and stuff. But if you do end up going through the story and completing that, you can actually head on back to the settings and go to, I think it's in the Soulpedia. Yeah, in the Soulpedia, you can go to your illustration book. I don't want that. I already know what that is. Illustration book, you can see the specific illustrations for certain stories. So I go to the event story, you can see some of the fun ones. this one. I think this one's specifically for the event that gave me the 3 free cosmetics just barely. You can see there's a lot of art collections in this game too, which I think is really, really cool. So let's go back. I want to click on the archive. Actually, not that one. I'm going to show you one other thing real quick. It's in the adventure. There's a lot of stuff that you can play through this game. And I want to say it is in the Hall of Memories. I just unlocked it in the Crystal Cave. This will kind of show you guys what I mean by there's additional kind of gameplay in this game that makes it a little bit more, how do I put this? Just the way that the game is portrayed is a little bit more interesting because of the way that it's set up this way. And I haven't even talked about like the town. You can walk through the town and see all your different characters in the town and stuff. We can walk around. You can see like it's like a full 3D environment. You can kind of explore, move around, fight enemies and stuff. This is specific for this dungeon that I'm playing through, so things are gonna be very, very easy to fight through. But when you're in the town, you can walk around and see all your different waifus and talk to them and go on outings or whatever. Again, that's not my favorite aspect of a game like this, but yeah, this is EVERSOUL. I've been enjoying it. I've been surprised basically left and right with this game on like the quality of the game compared to a lot of other idle RPG games. If you take that into mind, this is still an idle RPG, but it pushes more in line of like the premium style kind of gotchas with the stories and the movement and like the animations and stuff. It looks fantastic. So there you guys go. My name is Koolio. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you're interested in watching the summoning video, I should have that tomorrow ready for you guys. But this is EVERSOUL. If you guys want to see more videos of EVERSOUL, let me know. I'm probably going to keep playing this game. Like I said, even compared to Memento Mori, I like that game. I understand why people don't. And this one I feel like kind of solved a lot of the issues Memento Mori had. So thanks friends for watching. My name's Koolio, and I'll see you next time.